This is episode number 5 of the Business Owners Releasing Negative Emotion series. Now, each episode I'm working with a business owner, and on their behalf, I'm going to identify the emotion that's behind me and delete it for them. This is an old emotion left over from an old event, and it's blocking and stopping people from moving up, moving forward. So today's guest is going to volunteer, and I'm going to do a session with our friend Joanie. Hello, everybody. My name is Michael Losier, and I release negative emotions on your behalf. And I've worked with 1,700 clients in 16 countries. And today's topic is for you business owners that aren't giving yourselves permission to think out of the box and do something bigger. And you hear these voices that say, you can't do it. Joanie's going to tell us her experience shortly. And I have a unique ability to connect with each person one at a time. Find out which one of these emotions on this chart is blocking, stopping them from moving forward, then delete it for them. Stay tuned and listen in. And let's welcome our guest today, Joanie. Good morning, Joanie.
Hey, good morning. Nice to see you, Michael.
Introduce yourself to our friends. Tell us about your business and this little stuck thing that you were telling me earlier. Go ahead, please.
Oh, okay. So I am co-founder of a nonprofit organization. I have several partners that I work with, and been doing this for 9 years. I'm also a designer. I'm a creative. I like to think I think out of the box on various things, but often I feel that I need permission to go ahead and do something. And this is where I think my block comes from, Michael. I feel like I need to have someone say, you can do that, or you're allowed to do that, as opposed to like being that creative force that I know I am, that I can just make those decisions and go forward and make the choices necessary to bring the business that I know I can do forward and bring it further out there into the world. But yet I feel sometimes I'm blocked and I need to have someone say, okay, you can do it now.
Okay, good. Well, thank you. Here's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to uncover some of the beliefs that you have, and I'm going to change your mind. Hey, by the way, the timer is on. We're at 12 minutes, 31 seconds. And my goal today is to uncover what I'm doing right now, what Joanie's issue is. In a second minute or two, I'm going to connect with Joanie. Listen, I live on the west coast of Canada. Joanie's in New York, New York. We are far apart. I'm going to connect with her pretty quickly. And then I'm going to demonstrate the process. So, Joanie, thank you for volunteering. And I'm about to change your mind. So first, for those of you that are watching for the very first time, today I'm going to become Joanie's proxy. And proxy means I'm going to do this on her behalf. And what is this? I'm going to identify and delete these emotions on this chart. She doesn't know how to do it. She doesn't have to know how to do it. Everybody has something they're good at. That's me. I also have a unique ability to connect with people. And that means I can connect with their subconscious mind and ask it questions. And I can get answers, but there's only 2 answers I can get, yes or no. So for me to ask a yes or no question, I'm going to use what's called muscle testing. And I've agreed to my brain that says when I'm muscle testing, this is a yes, let it go if it's a no. Lock it if it's a yes. So am I Michael Losier? Yes. Am I Joanie? No. So I have no control over that. And my attempt is to break through. That's a yes, that's a no. So my skill is to ask a lot of yes or no questions to get to the root and then find out which emotion's on the chart. So here's what you heard so far. I'm going to get permission. I'm going to use this emotion code chart behind me and find out what the emotion is. And the most important part of the whole process is that I'm going to delete it for her. And the only thing that can delete these this is the emotion right here. The only thing that can delete these baseball-sized emotions is a magnet, not a special one, it's just a magnet. And when I'm connected with Joanie, I don't want that energy to leave her to me, so I'm just going to swipe it in front of my forehead as it's leaving her and not coming to me. It's the only thing that can dilute the energy. So right now, Joanie, I'm starting the process. We're at 10 minutes, 22 seconds, and I'm starting the process to connect with Joanie. Now, some of you might remember the days of AOL when the screen went, remember that was so annoying? Yes, that's my age. So I'm doing that right now with Joanie. I'm scared, everybody says, oh, we're all connected. Well, I don't think so, but we're connectable. And the reason why I'm able to connect with Joanie, because she gave me permission. It's almost like if I went to her house and I saw Joanie on the Wi-Fi, I'm connectable, but it doesn't mean I can connect until I get permission password. Joanie volunteered, that is permission. Or for those people that hire me, of course, you pay me, that's permission. By the way, a reminder that today's session, where I'm going to uncover Joanie's belief in stopping her from dreaming big, is one of the 100 releasing a negative emotion sessions you get with my business package. I've been working with business people a long time. They're bright, they're talented, they're creative, and when these buggers are in the way, it doesn't matter how smart you are, right, Joanie? If there's a belief in the way, you can't get through it. Go to releasingnegativeemotions.com/business, 3 25-minute sessions, and you have a brand new vibration. I can guarantee that, because I am the negative vibration deleter at 9 minutes. I am connected right now to Joanie, and I'm going to just double check my work, and I'm going to show you my yes or no's. Am I connected to Joanie? Yes. Is it Michael? Is it Joanie? Is it Betty? Is it Joanie? Okay. So here's my, I'm going to resurface the question. And I'm talking about what is the severity that I hold the belief that I need permission to be creative and big and dream. Just what I was, well, first, let's do this. Because your subconscious mind has stored everything, how many times in the last 365 days did I have the experience where I pulled back or I didn't create because I had the little voice that says, who do you think you are? You don't have permission, or anything that sounds similar to that. Did that happen to me more than once? Yes. More than twice? Yes. More than 1,000 times? No. Under 100? No. Over 100? Over 200? Over 100? Over 120? 110, 11, 12? 112 times. You have 112 file folders labeled. I thought I needed permission. Well, let's go to those 112 file folders of all these times when you thought you needed permission. What trapped emotion caused me to hold the belief that I needed to have permission? Well, not what, how many? Is it over 1? No. Is it under 1? What is it, Captain? It's 1. Is it on the trap chart? No. It's on this chart. Is it on the trauma chart? Is it column A, B, C? It's column C. Okay, this is the trauma, and is this my own trauma? Yes. So this is the trauma that I had. It's called the trauma of feeling cheated, not cheated on, cheated from something, an opportunity or money or something like that. So is this trauma of feeling cheated causing me to feel like I need to have permissions and so on? Yes. And how old was I? Was I over 1 year old? Was I over 1, 2, 3, 5, 10, 15, 20? 25. I wasn't over 25. Was I under 25, 24, 23? Was I 23? 1, 2, 3, 4. I was 23 years old, 4 months old. I had an experience, and this trauma, I was cheated. That was from an opportunity or money, and that vibe stayed with me. Is that a good interpretation of that? Yes. And is this my own trauma of feeling cheated? Yes. How many swipes of the magnet? Over 10, 20, 50, 60, 70, over 70, 70? Here's the magnet. I'm now releasing this trauma of feeling cheated. Joanie, tell me how that interprets for you, or what's your interpretation of that word?
It sounds like it brought me back to when I was 23, 4 months.
What do you think?
Trying to figure out, now I figure like, okay, I can see some trauma at that time of my life. Absolutely. 100%.
Did I delete this trauma of feeling cheated? Yes. My conscious mind suggests that there might be another emotion left over from that event. Let's go to that file folder called 23 4 months from that event where I felt cheated. What other emotion is still stored from that? Is it over 5? Is it under 5? 4, 3, 2? Is it under 2? Is it under 1, over 1, 1, trap trauma? Is it A, B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2? Is this my own trauma of feeling inadequate? Very similar to energy that we're talking about, right? This energy says you're not adequate to want that or have that. So this energy now makes sense. It's like, oh, so this caused you to have that belief. I'm deleting this trauma of inadequate. These are old, unprocessed, trapped emotions that keep popping up. So So would it be okay for me? So would it be okay for me to notice in my next project that, boy, am I ever creative. I'm flip charting everywhere with yellow stickies and arrows, and I'm outside of the box, and this is bigger, and this is better, and this is bigger, and this is better. Would that be okay for me? Is that okay? Yes. Is it safe? Yes. Am I worthy? Yes. Do I believe it? Yes. And all that energy, I want to go back to the last 150 times that I felt that I needed permission to do all of that. Somebody or something had to say, yes, it was okay. That last 150 times, what's the sensation that I need permission, or anything that feels like that? Is it under 5, 4, 3, 2, under 1, 0? Do I need permission? No. Do I need permission to be creative or have a voice or dream big? No. Is it safe and is it okay for me to say what I want and ask for what I want? And just take lead. Just take the lead. I don't need to ask, can we do this or should we do this? Just take the lead. As I'm hearing about this, just take the lead approach. What sensations coming up? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, A, 1, 2. I'm releasing this feeling of rejection that might stop you from taking the lead and so on. Okay. Okay, I'm just going to disconnect. Okay, Joanie, at 3 minutes and 34 seconds, I changed your mind. So tell me anything you want to add to that or anything about that experience. Go ahead, please.
Well, I just keep coming up with the word unstoppable. Like, I'm unstoppable. Like, that's like, I feel absolutely ready to take on whatever is put in front of me and even find more to
That's
bring
right.
into my.
What's the opposite of unstoppable? Stoppable.
Right.
Yeah, stop. Don't be creative. Don't do this. Oh, that's beautiful.
Yes, there's definitely a limitless feeling. I have now honestly feel like I have more of an understanding of what that is like to be
Okay, great.
limitless.
And you being so creative, that's the opposite. Someone.
Yeah, like it's.
Well, we're at 2 minutes and 40 seconds. So I want to spend the next minute. I really want to tell people more about my business offer. It's 3 25-minute sessions. You saw what I can do. And, I kind of stretched it just to show off today, to be honest with you. But, Joanie, you've worked with me. I get a lot done. Here's the areas that I cover. If you go to the link, you'll see it all printed off. Number 1 is sales. What's your belief about that? Would it be okay and safe? Do you have a ceiling limit? Hashtag you do. Do you have ancestral beliefs about money? Hashtag you do. After I clean up your money sales, the next part is I work on prospects that are potential new customers. Do you have a vibe with them? Is it okay? Is it safe? Do you have scarcity about prospecting? Next one is clients, current ones. What's the vibe there? Old ones, as in inactive ones. We would like to activate those, right, Joanie? Reactivate old paying clients. And then the other box is referrals. I had a baker that was interested. He goes, that feels like it's for a salesperson. And he owns a bakery. And he doesn't see that he needs prospects like you and I do, that he needs existing happy customers. He needs to connect with past customers that might not have been to the bakery. And what about referrals? Go to Joanie's for a nice wedding cake. So listen, whether you're a baker, if you're listening, whether you're a baker or a doctor or a fireman, or you're a designer like you, all of those elements are there. Joanie, at 1 minute, 12 seconds, thank you for volunteering today. What would you like to say about your experience today? Anybody watching or thinking about this process, go ahead, please.
Michael, all I can say is you've changed my life. From the first day I met you until we're talking 3 years we have been working together for 3 years.
Yeah.
And every single time we put the work together, I feel greater, stronger, faster, more powerful than ever. And I'm just so thankful. Really, I am so thankful.
I'm anticipating posts and updates and flip charts and
yeah, it always is very exciting to see what happens, the energy that comes out of me after our session. So
good. Well, thank you for being part of the series. I hand selected you to be here, so we'll see you later. Okay, everybody, be sure to watch all the other episodes and get inspired and let me be the guy that resets your vibe so you can be more prosperous and build a profitable business.